All right. Should we wanted to do another like kind of 2021 thing?
Yes.
So I found this article. There's tons of these out right now about trends for 2021, graphic design
Hmm.
trends specifically. I'm sure you can find this for everything. I saw like interior design trends. We're not interior designers, but if you're into that.
My goodness, what if there was a way for graphic designers and interior design to collide?
I
That'd
would.
be
I
cool.
like really wanted to take an interior design class. We don't have that at our school. Like I'm hoping in the future
Yeah.
maybe I could do like some online thing. Anyway, so this article is called The Biggest Trends in Graphic Design for 2021 as Predicted by Leading Creatives. So I think this is from
Cute.
Creative Boom.
Yes, and then okay, if you're on YouTube, you should look at the top like bar, navigation bar. It's so cute.
Oh yeah. So they have I love when websites do this. They have like little eyes, which I guess are part of the Creative Boom's logo, like branding, and they follow your little cursor.
It's so
Design shout out,
cute.
Creative Boom.
Yes.
So they talked to a bunch of designers, and I think they asked them what they think will be prevalent a lot in 2021.
Mhm.
So we kind of wanted to chat about them and see like if we agree, if we disagree. I like
Yes.
skimmed through this list and I feel like I agree with a lot of the stuff that they said. Especially this one, like sustainability,
Mhm.
like creating packaging that could be sustainable. I feel like that is something that's like really gaining traction, and I feel like it'll only increase as the years go on.
Definitely. And this, oh my gosh, some of these just packaging and branding is so good.
Yeah. Reconnecting with nature, I saw that in a few things. I think just because like technology is always like getting bigger and bigger, like we're gonna just want to keep going back to nature and nature imagery and design.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I actually can resonate to that because it's like for one of my projects,
Mhm.
I actually went outside just to see what I can sketch, what can connect to some of the rebranding I was doing. Um,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so I was
Um,
just like utilizing nature for
yeah,
inspiration.
because you did a rebrand for Union of Concerned Scientists, right?
Yes, I
That was
did.
like really cool to see the nature elements with your brand.
Yeah,
Um,
even though it didn't collaborate in the end for my final, it
mm,
was still pretty good.
yeah, like ways to get inspiration, go outside.
Hmm.
This one I like really relate to too, the retro vibe, um, nostalgia, because that's another thing I'm doing a project on is just like
Ooh.
looking back to easier times, which makes so much sense with 2020. Like I'm sure everyone was thinking about like times when we were happy.
Yes. Oh my
So
gosh.
like it makes sense that we're gonna be going back to those like retro styles.
Hmm.
Um, not to like not that like the good old days were better, but just reminding you of like youthful times, maybe like when you were young and happy and free.
Yeah, just like kind of like before our whole minds were blown by
Yeah.
society.
Yeah. This one kind of goes with that optimism, which makes sense. Like, and with the color of the year, like yellow, I feel like that'll definitely be
Hmm.
um,
Definitely.
really, really prevalent.
Hmm. Ooh, a new summer of love.
Yeah, this says, um, could next year's warmer months be a new summer of love with people partying and celebrating a post-pandemic world? We can only hope, people.
I know, I hope so. Honestly, it's going to be like a well, not the same, but just like the 1920s feeling
Oh,
with like the Great Gatsby and like the partying.
yeah. This makes sense. Like, like those poppy colors, as bright, like it goes with the optimism and stuff, the nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Coming together, I feel like that was a trend for 2020. Like maybe that will also be 2021, but I just saw so many commercials that are like, you've gone through all this and like you've seen
Right.
like how you've grown or whatever.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I see them all the
Yeah,
time.
I feel like at least I'm kind of over it. Like we get it. We know the new normal. Like we know that we've been changing and adapting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Museum of Ice Cream. I want to
I
go there.
always wanted to go there. Wait, is that in California or New York? Or is that just like you travel?
I thought, yeah, I thought it was in New York City. Oh, it is in New York City. Maybe they
Yes.
have one also in, yeah, I think it's New York City, but that's a great interactive museum, beautifully branded that I want to go to. New York City just
Yes.
has them all.
I know, that's so sad. Maybe we can just
In the
drop
summer of
everything,
love,
go
we could
there.
go.
Yes! Woo! Oh
Yeah,
man.
I think that's all they had. I had another article. Oh, I'm still sharing. Was there anything that wasn't on there that you think will be a trend? I feel like since we're not really like professionals yet, we're only looking at like our student work just the majority
Yeah,
of the time. So I feel like I'm not as experienced as these people to say.
honestly, I think, well, I hope that it becomes a trend is accessibility.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Like with interactive stuff.
Yeah, just because, like, of course, um, we try to apply accessibility to our designs that I've seen, and like a lot of my professors say, like, always consider like the different audiences that you want or what your audiences want to feel, and also have that precaution of like whether some audiences might disagree on a design or think it's like offensive or something.
Mm.
So maybe just more, and also more empathy towards design.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That makes sense, like having more like emotion in design. I guess what the other one was saying like coming together and I like disagreed, but it also said like human-centered design, which that makes sense to me. That
Yeah.
we're gonna like really center people and just like people's connections, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's more like relating to some of the designs because sometimes, like, for example, like magazines, they like you post like this model and then not everybody
Hmm.
would agree, being like, oh, I can't relate to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully more empathy, hopefully more inclusion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For
But
sure.
yeah.
Here's another article that had some of the same stuff, but also I thought it was interesting. They have like a big thing was 3D design, I guess, with the new stuff that's coming out.
Yes.
Which makes sense, but then I'm also like, I can't really think of where I've seen stuff like this, like 3D. I guess that's more maybe the UX world.
Maybe. I think I looked at this Instagram post, and another thing was they said that why graphic designers should utilize adding drop shadows into mockups.
Oh, interesting. Because that's something that I feel like some of our professors are like, don't do that.
Exactly. And there's a lot of posts that kept on saying, use drop shadows for your mockup so it looks
Hmm.
more,
Oh, for your
um,
mock-ups, that makes sense. Yeah. I was
yeah.
thinking like with like typography.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
I guess maybe we will see more 3D typography.
Mm-hmm. I think
Um,
it's also like more animations and illustrations too.
yeah, because it is becoming more. I remember my friend telling me about how she was like doing interviews for internships, and they kept asking like, "Do you have experience with After Effects, which is like an animation?" a motion
Mm-hmm.
graphics program with Adobe. And I think it's because now that's just like the new normal.
Yeah,
Like more
actually,
companies want that, you know?
yeah, for internships, I kept on seeing that of like if you have any experiences with After Effects and Adobe Premiere. And
Mm-hmm.
I was just here like, that's new.
Yeah.
Like, should I now just apply myself to learn all these different applications now?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have some of them on my computer because,
Mhm.
my computer can't build up that storage. But
Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing that's annoying about being a designer is like you so much rely on the Adobe Creative Cloud and like you have to pay for that and it's really expensive. Like now we're on the student discount, but I'm scared for when we're not.
I know, same. And it's just kind of annoying because I'm here like, okay, so how are we supposed to pay like more than $50 to get this? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure where you're heading with this.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's kind of ridiculous.
hmm
I don't know.
we're all struggling.
I know. Yeah. This is another trend that I thought was interesting, emoji design.
Oh,
Um, because I guess that is true, like maybe relating to people, but at the same time, I feel like it could be like kind of dated really easily.
that's true. Yeah.
We're just scrolling through all these emojis. I mean, the
Yes.
smiley face, that's different to me because that's like classic. Like everyone knows that. So maybe if that's what they mean by emojis, because I'm thinking of like the iPhone emojis, which are always changing, and I use Samsung, so I like know those emojis.
That's true. And then there's always different types of emojis on Facebook and like
Yeah, yeah, like
Instagram.
every social media has a different type of emoji, and so if you use them in design, you would have to like come up with a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Like these ones here, so lemon. I don't know what that is. Oh,
Excuse
little
me.
burpee today.
Ooh, excuse me.
This one says nature, which we talked about earlier. Optical illusion design, which is interesting.
Um, I feel like that would be cool. Like it says the advantages of design is holding like the
Mhm.
attention, but at the same time it could hurt your eyes.
Yeah, I can't see like a brand using this. I can just see it being like a fun art piece, like maybe in an exhibit or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like street art maybe. For a festival, that would be cool.
Yeah,
But
I
I don't,
definitely.
yeah, I don't think this would work as like a brand like Google or something, you know?
Mm-hmm. That would be so interesting if Google did that.
Like an
Of
optical
like,
illusion for their doodle. That would be cool.
yeah.
It'd be cool for a day. And then you feel like I can't use Google anymore. This one's a 3D type.
Oh my goodness, like you said before.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's why I feel like this is how the 3D elements would come into design is like the typography.
Mm-hmm.
Like for like I can see this like as for movie titles or something. Like
Right.
festivals, events.
Mm-hmm. You
Oh.
okay?
Oh no. Oh, kitty.
Oh my goodness. It's okay. All my cats are okay. One time my dad accidentally stepped on Johnny Cash's paw.
Oh.
Yeah, so like now his thumb's all weird.
Huh. Oh.
But it's okay. Everyone's okay. Let's keep on going.
Um, I skimmed through, they said like cartoons, which I feel like that's always been a thing. Gold, I think is interesting. Maybe because it adds like an expensive feel.
Yeah, I feel like it's also been present. Like just looking at some fashion magazines,
Mhm.
definitely there's some gold and silver, just shiny.
Yeah, that would be cool to add. I don't think I've ever done anything with like a material like gold. So that would be
Yes,
cool to
same.
try. Um, This one I kind of hate. It says voxel art design, which is like like pixely, like Lego block.
So,
It reminds me of Minecraft.
oh my goodness. I'm not sure about this.
I don't understand. Like, I guess it makes sense for art, but like a design, I don't understand.
I don't, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. That one I feel like would be a trend for a month
Yeah,
and then it would just be
yeah,
like, oh, that's old.
not like a
Like,
year.
yeah.
Monochrome and duotone, which I feel like that's been popular for a
Mm-hmm.
pretty long time. Like we kind of like minimalism now.
Yeah.
Geometric.
Geometrics. Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense because like simplicity. I can
Mm-hmm.
see that also going with optimism. Oh, typographic chaos. I love that.
Yeah, same. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot their name. I think they did something like this in our seen and heard class.
Oh, I don't remember who.
I forgot their name. Oh, so sad.
That's okay. We probably shouldn't say it because we don't know if they would want their name here, but
Yeah, that's why I was keep on saying like not their name, but also I kind of forgot their name. Sorry. I
um
don't have a good memory.
yeah, I can see this always being a thing because minimalism is so popular now with companies that like we want to see some chaos once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So fun to like play with type.
Beyonce. I just had to say that out loud.
This says color list design, which I disagree with. I think we're gonna want some happy colors in 2021.
Yeah. Like I feel like there's certain ways to use just like colorless designs, but maybe not that. Like there
Yeah,
needs to be a little splash of color because if you're gonna do stress and anxiety and stuff, I don't I want a pop of
yeah,
color.
this is it just looks like it's missing something. They're showing an app here that has I guess it's a self-care app. It just is strange to me that there's no, especially when there's illustrations, you expect there to be color.
Mm-hmm.
So just no color at all is just weird. Like I feel like you wouldn't want to keep it.
Yeah, but like at the same, oh no, you're frozen.